We're looking good. Now we're going to get into building the footer. Okay, this area here, this footer. So let's get straight onto it. The first thing I want to do is I want to make a shape. Okay, and I'm actually going to use the rectangular tool. Now I'm going to use a shape. I'll show you why I'm going to use a shape and not the marquee just in a bit. So I'm just going to make a square. Just going to left click, drag, and just make a square. Okay, it doesn't matter what color it is because we're going to add a graphic. Okay, so in our layers palette, there's our shape. Now I just want to come back to that folder we had, and I want to grab this BG3 again. I'm just going to bring that into Photoshop. Okay, and I'm just going to cut out a section. I'm just going to not with the shape tool, sorry, with the actual marquee tool. I'm just going to grab a section, Control C to copy it, and I'm going to close that down, and then I'm just going to Control V and paste that in here. Okay, with my move tool selected, I'm just going to grab that and I'm going to drag it to the bottom. Okay, and you'll understand in a minute why we actually used the shape. Control T to put it in a free transform, and I'm just going to drag this across. Okay, just drag it across. Doesn't matter so much about the blurriness. I'm going to move it down a bit just so I get a good section. Okay, and then we are going to do what we always do, and we're going to clip this graphic to the shape that we just made. So holding down Alt on your keyboard, click, there it is. It's been cut into that section. So there's our footer style. Now in the actual original, I had a blue line going across, so I'm going to do that as well. I'm just going to grab the rectangular marquee tool. Okay, I'm going to come to our layers. I'm going to make a new layer. Okay, and then I'm just going to, with the marquee tool, just draw a section. Okay, that'll be fine, and I'm going to just paint it in with this blue 215 B8D. Okay, and I'm just going to hold down Alt as it's the foreground color. Hold down Alt, hit backspace on my keyboard, and that will just fill it in with the foreground color. So there's our blue bar looking damn sexy. Now I just want to add a bit of drop shadow to this. So we all know how to do this by now. Layer 5 is the blue bar. Okay, double left click in the open area, and I'm just going to hit drop shadow. Okay, in fact I'm going to click on the word drop shadow as well, and I want to make sure it's about 90%, 90 degrees. Okay, I want to make it straight up. Okay, I'm going to hit OK, and I'm just going to zoom in and actually make sure it's not coming over the edges. That looks okay, that looks okay, that looks good. Okay, so there is our graphic and our blue bar. Now the reason I put this blue bar in was because I just wanted to add effect. I just wanted to add some text. Okay, I'm going to make this our copyright area. Okay, so with the white selected, just foreground white, okay, I'm going to come in with our text tool, and I'm just going to use bog standard Arial for this. I'm going to click once, and I'm just going to type in, what should I type, onestoptutorials.com, all rights reserved. I don't know, it sounds posh, it sounds damn good. Okay, so there we go, there is our text. And with the move tool selected, let's just move it across. And you know what? This is set at 66.7%. That's why the text doesn't look too good. Let me actually come back out to 50%. You know what? That's just way too big. It's just too dramatic. Just free transform, Control T, and I'm just bringing in the corner here, bringing it up. And then I'm just going to choose the marquee tool, which will then allow me to choose apply. And with the move tool selected, I can come in with my cursor, with my right and left cursor, or I can just grab it with the move tool and just bring it. There we go. That's fine. We're not going. Just leave it alone, Ali. That's fine. Okay, so we got our footer in. Okay, and that was pretty painless enough. And what we're going to do quickly is on inside of our layers, layer 5. I'm just going to double left click, and I'm going to call this blue bar. And the other layers are okay. And again, I'm just going to put these in the folders. I like to keep it tidy. So the top, click on the top layer, come down to the folder. We're then going to name, double left click on the word group 1 to name it, called footer. And then I'm just going to grab all of this stuff, click on the first one, hold down shift, and it will allow me to take them all, drag it into footer. And there we go. Now what I wanted to show you, actually I didn't show you in the last time, is now you have these in folders. You can actually just click the eye and that will take out everything that's in the folder. So like our banner, we could just, we just take everything out, okay? So you can click on the eye to close down your folders as well. So we are looking good. We got our footer in. We might as well just quickly get started on the sidebar, and I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do, click on footer, and then I'm gonna make a new layer. And to make the sidebar, it's very simple. To grab the marquee tool, and actually I'm going to go back to the original quickly. I just want to choose this blue, okay, and I'm just going to come back. I'll tell you what the color is so you don't actually need to do that. So with the rectangular marquee tool selected, I'm just going to draw a line. There we go, that should be fine. And as that light blue, which is the color of BAD8F3, okay, and I'm just gonna, as we know, hold down Alt, hit backspace, and that will fill it in for me, okay. And let's zoom in and see how we're getting on here. I just think we got a bit hanging over the top here, and you can see we just got a little bit at the top here. Now we could do this a number of ways. We could go in a free transform mode, or with the rectangular marquee tool selected, I'm just gonna draw a square over it, and I'm just going to hit delete on the keyboard, and that will just delete it, okay. We are looking good, and there is our blue sidebar in, and we are ready for action, okay. So in the next tutorial we're going to come back in, we're going to add this search and get some of these categories set up and everything, okay. So hope you understand. The photo was pretty simple. If you get any